Zhengzhou, the heart of Henan Province, a city of 12 million people living among bustling streets. But in just one night of rain, this city turned into a vast ocean. Cars floated aimlessly like abandoned wrecks. The subway, once the pride of urban life, became a deadly trap. The international airport froze, flight after flight canceled, and the question that shook the nation: was this just an unexpected extreme downpour, or a harsh warning that China and the world has stepped into an era of unstoppable natural disasters? September 16, 2025. The sky above Zhengzhou hung heavy like solid lead. This was no ordinary rain, but walls of water crashing down. By 7 a.m., major streets were submerged. Cars stalled, lined up like a graveyard of steel. People waded through icy water, trembling hands clutching railings and poles. The city had become a labyrinth of despair. Liu Ming, an office worker, recalled with fear, "I left my apartment, and water had already swallowed half the tires. Minutes later, the engine died. I abandoned the car and walked over a kilometer. Every step I thought, if the water rose any higher, I would be swept away." Children, innocent eyes wide open, trudged through the flood to school, backpacks soaked and heavy as stone. Some sobbed. Teacher Zhang Ling said tearfully, they were shivering from cold and fear. I held them close, trying to calm them, but my heart ached. Who could guarantee they would return home safely? Who will protect such fragile childhoods against the brutal force of nature? The Henan Meteorological Bureau issued a red alert, the highest level. Zixia, 174 millimeters. Nanzhao, 153. Neixiang, 107. Cold numbers, but they meant this: a month's worth of rain fell in only a few hours. The cause? A tropical convergence zone pulling moisture from the East China Sea. A cold northern air mass sweeping south. When the two collided over Zhengzhou, the sky tore open and the rain poured down endlessly. Meteorologists called it a once-in-a-century storm. Yet, in just 4 years, Zhengzhou has endured 2 catastrophic floods, 2021 and now 2025. Comparison: 2021, 201.9 millimeters of rain in 1 hour, a world record. More than 300 lives lost. 1998, Yangtze River floods killed 4,000. 1931, the Great China Flood, 2 million deaths. If once in 100 years has become once in 5, can humanity withstand disasters that strike so often? "70-year-old Madame Wang sat motionless on her flooded porch, voice trembling. The water rose too quickly. Within an hour, my courtyard was gone. Bags of rice, all my belongings, swept away. I only had time to grab a few clothes and run to my neighbor's house. A heartbreaking image. An elderly woman, hair silver, eyes red with grief, watching her life's possessions vanish beneath the flood. Truck driver Chen Kai described his moment of terror. The truck shook violently, then the engine failed. I climbed out, clung to the side mirror. One slip, and I would have been gone forever. Xu, a basement resident, recalled in fear, "In 2021, hundreds died trapped in the flooded subway. I refuse to return home. A basement now is nothing but a death trap." How many more people must relive such nightmares before we learn how to prepare? The rain did not stop in Zhengzhou. It surged southward to Sanmenxia, Zhoukou, Zhumadian, and Nanyang. Winds roared at force 10, roofs ripped away, trees uprooted, crashing onto buses. In a Nanyang supermarket, shelves lay empty. People fought for instant noodles, for bottles of water. The atmosphere was like wartime. Social media flooded with videos, cars drifting like boats, children hauled across rope bridges, police screaming, "Turn back your cars." If floods do not stop at one province, but engulf entire regions, can China or any nation truly endure? The government declared a state of emergency. Schools in low-lying areas shut down. Large trucks and buses banned from the highways. Thousands of households evacuated. In Zhengzhou, traffic police waded waist-deep in water, shoes soaked, shouting until their voices cracked, "Turn back your cars! If not, you will die." The international airport froze. Passengers stared at the glowing red word, "delay." Hopelessness filled their eyes. In Jia County, a centuries-old stone arch collapsed with a thunderous roar. Village Chief Li trembled. If anyone had been walking past, they would not have survived. Was the lesson of 2021 truly remembered, or is history repeating its cruelest cycle? Zhengzhou 2025 reminds us, natural disasters spare no one, neither the 70-year-old grandmother nor the child on the way to school. Warnings mean nothing without action. A red alert is useless if subways and basements remain open. Cities must adapt to new extremes. Infrastructure, drainage, and planning must evolve. Every individual must be prepared. Clean water, dry food, power banks, escape plans. And above all, humanity must embrace compassion, because when floods strike, only human hands can save other human lives. If tomorrow this flood were to strike your city, do you have a plan? You've been watching Natural Destruction. If you believe nature is growing more violent, please share this video to warn others. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update, because sometimes timely information can save your life and the lives of those you love. Nature shows no mercy. When it unleashes its fury, every second means survival. And the final question I leave you with: have you truly prepared yourself? Please subscribe to Natural Destruction right now so you won't miss any important disaster reports.